Singapore is often called the smartest city on Earth, a hypermodern metropolis where every square inch is mapped, monitored, and manicured. But beneath the neon glow and the steel skyscrapers lies a prehistoric secret. Beneath the dense canopy of Singapore's deepest forests, a chilling void is swallowing hikers without leaving a single trace. How do experienced trekkers, equipped with GPS and high-end gear, simply vanish in a city-state monitored by tens of thousands of cameras? Today we go beyond the concrete. We confront the 2024 cold cases, the 2025 anomalies, and the ancient supernatural theories to find the truth lurking in the shadows of the undergrowth. This isn't a weekend hike. This is an investigation into the Green Labyrinth. To understand these disappearances, you must first understand the terrain. Most people think of Singapore as a garden, but the Central Catchment Nature Reserve is something else entirely. It is a 2,000-hectare fortress of primary and secondary rainforest. In the heat of 2026, the humidity here doesn't just make you sweat, it creates a wall of green. It's an atmospheric distortion that plays tricks on the eyes. Within minutes of stepping off a marked path, the modern world disappears. The silence isn't peaceful, it's oppressive. Even experienced trekkers describe a sudden loss of direction. In a country that is only 30 miles wide, how can you get lost? The answer lies in the density. The canopy is so thick that even at noon, the forest floor remains in a perpetual twilight. It is a geographically confined space, yet it feels infinite once you are inside it. This is where the surveillance state ends and the unknown begins. Let's look at the data. Between late 2024 and the early months of 2025, a series of cold cases sent ripples through the local hiking community. These weren't tourists or amateurs. These were individuals who knew the McRitchie and Chestnut trails like the back of their hands. Take the case of Subject Alpha in November 2024. A marathon runner enters the Chestnut Nature Park at 6 a.m. He is caught on a trailhead camera. He looks healthy, focused. He never exits. When the search parties went in, they found something disturbing. His hydration pack was discovered 3 days later, hanging neatly from a branch 4 miles away from his last known location. There were no signs of a struggle, no blood, no footprints. Most baffling of all, the K9 units, Singapore's most elite search dogs, couldn't pick up a scent. It was as if he had simply ceased to exist the moment he stepped under the canopy. Search teams in these recent cases report a phenomenon that chills the bone. The forest stops breathing. No birds, no insects, no wind. Just a sudden vacuum-like silence right before they realize they've lost the trail. If science and logic fail, we must look to the soil and the stories of those who walked it first. In Malay folklore, these forests are the domain of the Orang Bunyan, the hidden people. They are said to live in a dimension that mirrors our own, existing in the spaces between the trees. Local elders speak of the Lulo phenomenon. This isn't just getting lost, it's a temporal distortion. Victims describe the landscape shifting. A path they've walked 100 times suddenly loops back on itself. The trees seem to move. Elders warn that the forest has doors. If you are disrespectful, if you shout, or if you ignore the spiritual protocols, you might accidentally step through one. They describe it as being hidden in plain sight. You can see the search party looking for you, but they cannot see you. You are screaming, but the forest swallows the sound. Is it possible that these missing hikers are still there, mere inches from the search teams, trapped in a fold of reality? We live in an age of tech utopia, yet the forest remains a dead zone. During recent 2025 investigations, specialized teams tested high-frequency GPS units in the core areas of the central catchment. The results were defying logic. Signals would bounce or flatline. Compass needles would spin without cause. Even more haunting is the drone footage. During a search operation last August, infrared cameras picked up unidentifiable heat signatures deep in the prohibited zones, areas where no human is allowed to enter. These signatures weren't shaped like animals. They were tall, elongated, and they moved with a speed that outperformed any known drone. When the ground teams reached the coordinates, they found nothing but crushed ferns and a lingering smell of ozone. Is the geography itself acting as a natural cloaking mechanism, or is something using the forest's density to hide its own presence? Are these vanishings a result of environmental traps, unmapped sinkholes and sudden mudslips, or is there an unrecognized presence in the Singaporean wild? The data suggests a synthesis. The forest is a living entity. For the modern explorer, the message is clear. Do not mistake a nature reserve for a park. If you must enter the deep trails, follow the protocols. 1. Never enter the forest after 6 p.m. 1. Acknowledge the space. Many locals still believe in asking for permission to enter. 1. If the forest goes silent, turn back immediately. Singapore is a triumph of human engineering. We have conquered the tides and built to the clouds. But these deep trails serve as a humbling reminder. In a city of total surveillance, the forest remains the only place where you can truly be erased. The question isn't where did they go? The question is, what decided to keep them? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the shadows of the Lion City, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. We explore the mysteries the world tries to forget. Stay safe on the trails and remember, watch the shadows.